Welcome everybody, it's Talum, and in this video we are going to be talking about World War II zombies. And again, it's one of these videos that aren't exactly positive about the mode, and it's not like I'm trying to hate on the mode here. It's just I feel like the mode has so much potential, but there is just something holding it back, and I've made multiple videos talking about this already, thinking about different ideas on why this is the case. I've talked about maybe it's because of the lack of the support it's getting because it was left out of Winter Siege, or maybe it's because of its bad launch because the Easter egg was solved before it even launched for the rest of everybody else, and only some people got to hunt for that Easter egg, which both of those really damaged the zombies mode. But it seems like something that this mode will still be able to overcome, and it might as well as just maybe that map died because of that, and maybe further on throughout the DLC season it'll come back to life, which I'm hoping is going to happen. But for some reason it still feels like there's something wrong, and even if this does succeed in the path it's going, I still feel like there's going to be something wrong continuing forward, because I've noticed something more recently, and it has to do with the lack of uniqueness this zombies mode has. And it's really weird, because if you look at all the other zombies mode, you have Treyarch zombies, and they're the original for zombies, so it's kind of hard to say that they're not unique in any way, because they're the ones who started Call of Duty zombies. Also, you know them for their cryptic storytelling, their characters, they're weird, their characters are really cool. Also, on top of that, they're just like these really everything's just cryptic about them. I guess that's what we'll give them. There's a lot more I could say about them, but I'm not. And then you have exo zombies, which you obviously know as exo zombies because of the movement, and that's a pretty big change from Treyarch zombies. Then you have Infinite Warfare zombies, which brought zombies to a place we never thought it could ever be, so it's unique in that way. But then you have World War II zombies, and there is one thing that I'll come back to, but for now just think about it in the way I'm talking about. Just continue watching the video, because you guys are going to think I'm going to leave this out, but I'm not. I will come back to it. But if you look at what they've done, there's really not that much unique about the gameplay, so the setting, or the story. Everything is something we've already seen before. We see the World War II setting. Yes, we've seen that before, just in Black Ops 3. I know it was alternate universe World War II, but still it was World War II. And if you don't want to count that, you go back to the older zombies maps, which were also World War II maps. So that's also a problem. The setting wasn't changed at all, which is fine. They could use the same setting, but you have to change something. Okay, did they change any game mechanics like movement, perks, something like that? Did they change anything to make it feel like it's theirs? Not really. They have the new shield thing to take the place of Juggernog, but it's not that special. It's just pretty much a more tedious Juggernog, I guess you could say. But it's still nothing that, you know, special to them. And you can look at the story, and the story, we have to give them some slack here because we haven't seen the story develop that much, because we are only on map 1. We have to keep this in mind. Now, this is one thing I need to keep in mind, because I have to remember we only have one map. Don't judge it too much just yet. We only have one map from these guys, but at the same time, you look at their zombies maps and you look at their zombie storyline so far, and it seems like there's really nothing unique to them. The characters are pretty similar to what we've seen in the past. The main bad guy, what is he? An evil Nazi scientist? Where have we seen that before, and where have we seen that? I don't know, a couple places, we'll just say that. It just doesn't feel that unique. And even on top of that, we do see the Geistcraft energy, which it could be used to bring zombies to life, and it could also be used for a bunch of different things to power on things. Maybe use a mystery box, maybe use a pack punch machine. That sounds similar to something we've seen in the past, maybe a little bit of 115 there. I don't know, it just sounds very similar. And what I think they're doing here, and they're kind of missing the point, they are trying to beat Treyarch at their own game, and I just don't think that's a good idea, because Treyarch is just too far above them right now. They don't even stand a chance. I'm sorry to say it, but Treyarch zombies is just on another level from any other zombies inside any Call of Duty. You look at every single one of them. That's why you shouldn't try something that they are doing already. Just try to bring zombies in a new direction where you could build on top of that thing instead of trying to play catch up. Nobody likes people playing catch up, and you see that with DC and Marvel inside the cinematic universes. Nobody likes the person playing catch up, so don't even try it. Now, this brings me to the thing that I said I'll talk about, and this is actually quite interesting, because it's not like their complete goal was to play catch up with Treyarch, and this is something they tried to do to make their zombies unique, and they were going to use horror to do that. Now, if this worked. It probably would have been great and it would have felt different, but for some reason the horror aspect of this zombies mode did not work. Maybe you got scared a couple times when you first played the mode, but now it's just annoying. If you go to the map and you get a jump scare, it's like, come on, get out of my face, I'm busy doing something, I'm turning this valve. It's just so annoying. Can you please stop doing this? And I just don't like what they're doing with the horror right now. It just seems like it's not going to work out, and without that unique horror aspect that they were promising us, it just looks like a Treyarch wannabe, and I know they're not going for that, but at the same time, without your uniqueness, you're just looking like a wannabe. Just imagine if you got Infinite Warfare zombies and you took out their weird setting and put it in a setting maybe Treyarch zombies would go. Everyone would say that's just a Treyarch wannabe and they're going to be stuck playing catch up for forever, but they changed something that made it feel so much different from Treyarch or any other zombies, and this is something that I know they tried to do with this horror thing, but it just does not look like it's working out. And what I think they need to do, they rather need to double down on this horror aspect and change something to the gameplay to make the horror work. Maybe not make it wave based, maybe do something extreme, because it's not going to work in the way zombies is working right now, or they're going to have to completely drop the horror and try to make something else unique to them, whatever it may be, whether it be in story, setting, gameplay, or just something like that. It has to be something different, because right now they're just going to be seen as Treyarch wannabes and they're going to be playing catch up for as long as they exist. But anyways, that's about it for me. Tell me what you guys think about what I said here. Of course, this was all my opinion, so you guys go ahead and criticize it if you want to. Tell me if I said anything dumb that doesn't really make sense or you disagree with. Tell me all those down in the comments. Also, I keep forgetting to tell people you can actually agree with me in these videos. I don't know why I forget to say that ever, but it's something you could also do if you do agree with something I said in there. Go ahead and leave those down in the comments also. But anyways, that's about it for me, and if you guys did enjoy the video and left a thumbs up, subscribed if you weren't, and bell if you hadn't. Also, sharing is probably the best, that and watching the video multiple times over. I don't know why I keep suggesting people watch a video multiple times over. It's not like anybody's going to do it, but it would help me because, you know, YouTube's all about that watch time now, right? But anyways, if you guys did any of those, then I thank you guys so much for doing so, and of course watching it. But I'm going to go, and I will catch you guys on my next video.